In the year 2024, SpaceX aims to send the first humans to Mars, 55 years after man first set foot on the Moon. While the Apollo missions only involved short stays on the Moon, SpaceX aims to make Mars a permanent home for humans. For the first group of astronauts heading to Mars, the journey is expected to take around 5 months. But what will they do when they get there? In this video, we're going to look at what needs to be achieved before we can send humans to Mars. We are also going to look at the initial structures and systems that astronauts will set up in order to begin colonizing Mars. Before the first astronauts ever set foot on the surface of Mars, they will need to have the essentials, like water and power, already set up before they get there. SpaceX plans to achieve this in 2022 by sending 2 BFRs on uncrewed missions, carrying important equipment such as a large array of solar panels and a mining system. This mining system will be the basis of SpaceX's automated propellant plant, which they aim to expand with every new mission that heads to Mars. This propellant plant will process the large supplies of CO2 and water found on Mars by using the Sabatier process to make oxygen and methane, which will then be liquefied and used as fuel to return the astronauts back to Earth. If this mission is successful in setting up the foundations for a Mars colony, SpaceX will be on course for sending the first humans to Mars in 2024. This mission will consist of 2 cargo ships and 2 crewed ships, carrying around 6 to 8 astronauts each. The astronauts could be staying on Mars anywhere between a few months or a couple of years while they continue to set up the propellant plant. One of the most important things the astronauts will have to do when they arrive is set up a base. It's unclear what the first Martian base will look like, although many have suggested that it should have a similar design to the International Space Station, with compact pressurized modules allowing room for expansion. Others have suggested that the initial base on Mars should be built underground to protect the astronauts from the intense radiation and extreme weather experienced on Mars. It's possible that Elon Musk's Boring Company could be used to dig tunnels and create underground habitats for astronauts to live on Mars. Then there is the question of how astronauts will get their food. The first astronauts on Mars will take a 2-year supply of vacuum-sealed packets of food, which are light and compact, just like the ones used on the ISS. The astronauts won't be relying on Mars-grown food. However, it's likely that they will bring a greenhouse on their first mission to experiment with growing food and possibly supplementing their food with freshly grown produce. In order to navigate the surface of Mars, the astronauts will also need a vehicle that can deal with the roughest of terrains. NASA have been developing the Space Exploration Vehicle for this exact purpose. This is a pressurized vehicle which can support up to 4 astronauts for 72 hours. With multiple SEVs on the surface of Mars, it would allow astronauts to travel more than 125 miles in any direction, a major leap forward from the maximum 6-mile range that the lunar rover had on the Moon. So as we get closer to seeing the first humans set foot on Mars, we can appreciate the enormous engineering challenges that need to be overcome before they get there. If you enjoyed this video and would like to contribute to Primal Space, please visit patreon.com/primalspace, where we will be doing a giveaway of a Saturn V Lego set once we reach 50 patrons. So make sure you're subscribed so you can join in the discussion as we continue to learn more about all things space. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Oh my God! Can't believe it.
John, we just had Earthrise. Fantastic. That's beautiful.
And the color film didn't work. That makes me so mad.
Golly, John, Tom, get that if you can.
I don't have any color film on this son of a bitch.
Try it once more. Maybe it'll work.